everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Becca from At Home in the Sun, and today we're going to be doing a cash stuffing for our mid-month paycheck of March 2024. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Becca and I live in Florida with my husband and 3 kids, and we are cash envelope budgeters. So that means when we get paid, that paycheck hits our bank account, we get all the bills paid for that pay period, and then whatever is left over, I will budget for our expenses, sinking funds, and savings. So today what we're going to be stuffing is our expenses and sinking funds, and then I will do a separate video for our cash stuffing for our savings. So let's go ahead and count and see how much money that we are working with today for our expenses and sinking funds. We have 1, 2, 3, 400, 500, 600, 650, 670, 690, 710, 730, 750, 770, 790, 810, 820, 830, 840, 850, 860, 870, and $880. So that is what we were working with. Now we do get paid twice a month, so we have to stretch this money for 2 weeks. How are you guys doing? I hope everybody is doing really well. I've had a challenging week this past week with my health, but that's all I'm going to say about it, because I'm trying to stay positive, and God is good all the time, even in the hard days and the hard times. So before I even get into the cash stuffing, there's something I keep reminding myself that I need to do. So let me go ahead and do that real quick before I forget. So we're going to go here to my car care envelope. Now, we just hit 1K in this, and I am so thankful. So very thankful, because I did have to take my car to the shop last week, and we did an oil change, tire rotation, but also the brakes had to be done. So all of that came out to like $870 or something like that. And I was so thankful. I just took like a big sigh of relief, because we had the money. We had the money to pay for all the car repairs. So yeah, I just felt so good about that. We've been working hard to build this one up. So what I'm gonna do, because there's only about $153 left in our savings account, and this is a placeholder which represents money that's in our savings, but this has all been spent. So I need to change this out for 150, because that's what's left in the bank account. So there's 50, I need 100. Let me grab another placeholder that has 100. Let's just do the llama one, and I'm gonna put the 1K one back. So yeah, even though that money is spent, I'm so thankful that it was there when we needed it. I didn't know that my brakes were going out. I don't actually remember ever replacing the brakes on that car as long as we've had it. So, you know, it was probably overdue for the brakes to be replaced anyway, like the brake pads and stuff like that. So just so very thankful that we had it. So we do have 150 left in our car care fund. So we're gonna continue working on building this back up. And we're gonna stuff some money in this when we get to this binder in just a little bit. We're actually not gonna start with this binder today. I am gonna start with my high priority binder, which is like groceries and expenses and things like that. So let's go ahead and start with this one. I actually just bought groceries for this next week. So I went ahead and pulled the money out. I'm not stuffing it today because it's already been spent. So we're gonna be stuffing $300 for the next time that I need to buy groceries. So let's go ahead and stuff that. All right, so for our kid envelope, we're gonna be stuffing 20. My daughter is trying really hard to earn an allowance. Right now, we don't give our kids an allowance. I told them, like, you know, if you are responsible enough to do your regular chores that you're expected to do your school and homework without complaining, you know, basically contribute to the household with a happy heart and a good attitude, then we will consider giving you a regular allowance. And so my daughter, she's the oldest, she's trying really hard, and I see it, I see her efforts. So she's trying to earn an allowance. So she's at the age now, she's like 12, that we really kind of need to be doing something to teach her about financial responsibility. Because her personality is, she is a spender. She's not a saver. 2 of my kids are spenders. As soon as they get any money for birthday or anything, they spend it like that. And one of my children is a saver, and he will save money for like years. and he has a hard time parting with it. So like knowing that about their personalities, I really want to instill in her like financial responsibility, how to budget, you know, how to give, how to save, all of those things. So I feel like it's time, her being like 12 now, that we kind of start doing that so she can learn how to be responsible in that way. All right, so pets, we're gonna add $50 to this. So this goes for our dog, anything that our dog needs, and also our backyard chickens because they need bedding and food and things like that. So $50, $60, and $70 going into pets. And vet visits, we are doing really good on this fund, so I'm only gonna add $10 to it with this paycheck. We do have to take my dog, I think next month in April. So $100, $200, $300 in the bank in this fund. So $320, $340, $350, and $355 in vet visits. So I'm happy with how this fund is coming along. And for our Amazon fund, we are not gonna be stuffing anything in that. We usually fund this one with our end of the month paycheck. Supplements, also not getting stuffed. Health, we're skipping this paycheck, and beauty is also getting skipped. So we are done with this binder. And let's move on to my Discbound Binder. So the funds in here are also high priority, which means most of them have to get funded with every single paycheck. So for my daughter's piano lessons, we're gonna be adding $70. All the money in here is to pay for March. So we are now working on April. This will be our first stuffing working on April. We haven't paid March yet. I'm just waiting for the invoice to come. So $50 and $70 going into piano, working on, like I said, our April lessons. So we have $100, $150, $170, $190, and $210 in piano. For our home care envelope, we're gonna be adding $20 into this one. So we have $70 in home care. I noticed, like with myself, I have to be like very, very specific with my categories. And in the binder that I just did, I feel like I need to change some of my envelopes because I'm not as specific as I need to be, because I have a tendency to pull stuff out of envelopes that I'm not supposed to pull stuff out of if they're not specific enough. Like these are really specific, you know, like the car. This one maybe not so specific. I might need to be more specific with this, but if it's like very specific, I will leave the money alone. I will not touch it. So I've like noticed that trend in myself that I need to be very specific with my categories to not pull money out of them. Car care, let's add $50 to this one. So working back up towards that 1K again, now that we, you know, we spent it, we had it, we spent it, but that's okay. It was there, it was necessary. So we have $100, $200, and $50. So $250 in car care. I'm probably going to start adding a little bit more to this with each cash stuffing. I usually add $50. I really would like to add $100 if possible every paycheck. I don't know if that's always gonna be possible, but I really need to get this back up, you know, as close to 1,000. I would like to have 2,000 in there, because it seems like whenever my car needs work, my husband's car also needs work. And that he has to take his car to the shop for an oil change like really soon, and I'm just like anticipating that he's gonna need some more work. So I would like to add more to this if possible with each paycheck. We'll see how it goes. Car tags, we're gonna be adding $5 to this one. So car tags has 40, 60, 75, 20, 40, 60, 75, yeah. So $75 for car registration or car tags, saving for 2024 when we have to pay that. Life insurance, this is for me. I just paid it, so it's empty. So let's start it over with $5. I do pay this every 6 months. So we're gonna save for the next 6 months to pay the next premium. Lot tax, $40 is going into this one. This is property taxes for a second lot that we own. So lot tax has 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 240. 240 in lot tax. And this will be due in November of 2024. So we have quite a few months left to save for this. For our subscriptions, this is an all digital envelope, which means that we leave it all in the bank and I just track it here on my tracker. We're not adding anything to our yearly subscriptions. And for our debt check-in, let me see. All right, looking at my notes over here, we did make a debt payment. So this is our final debt before our house, our mortgage. So I have paid off several debts since I started my channel. Really, really happy about that. Budgeting has really changed our lives in that way, in the way that we look at money and stuff like that. So I'm so thankful for budgeting and cash envelope stuffing and all of that. So we did make a payment on our HELOC. So I'm gonna color in one honeycomb. This is a big debt. This is the big one. Like I said before, our mortgage, we paid off the smaller ones. We're doing like the snowball method. We paid off the smaller ones and this is the largest one. It is a HELOC and I do use these honeycomb tracker cards to track our payments and we have 3 of them. The starting balance was $36,000. I believe it's down under 35 now. It's like 34 something now. So I would like to make some more progress on it this year if possible. Make some extra payments whenever we can. Okay, so let's move on to low priority. So travel is up first. Travel, we are going to add $50 to travel. I'm trying to save up a little cushion so we can go see my family this summer when my kids are out of co-op. So travel has 200, 250, 260, 270, and 275 in travel. Thanksgiving is going to be getting $5. So we have $10, $25 in Thanksgiving. And our gift fund is going to be getting 10. And we're doing pretty good on our gift fund. So we have $50, $70, $90, and $100 in gifts. Perfect. I always like to have a nice cushion in there from when the birthdays roll around. Special events, we're going to stuff 40 into this. So this is like birthday parties, any kind of party really. So special events has $100, $120, $140, and $150 in special events. All right, fun is not getting anything. We are done with this one. All right, we are not stuffing my self-care binder today. I did not have enough funds to stuff that one, but we are gonna be stuffing my homeschool binder. So let's go ahead and get into this one. So all of like the homeschool companies, if you homeschool, you know this, all of the homeschool companies just had all of their curriculum sales. And you know, I found some things that we needed. Some of it we did actually need, that we needed. So I am gonna have to pay myself back for what I spent on the curriculum. So I'm adding $100 and honestly, this is already spent. So I'm just gonna be pulling it very soon to pay myself back for what I already spent. So curriculum is getting 100. Co-op, we're gonna add $10 to this. So we have $20 in co-op. For our supplies, okay, I'm going to have to buy quite a few things for some of our curricula that we're doing this year, quite a few supplies that we need. So for our supplies, let's see, I'm not adding a ton today. I'm gonna add more with my next paycheck. I budget like so far in advance. Like as soon as we get paid and I get everything ready for like one paycheck, I'm already budgeting the next paycheck before we even get it. So with the next paycheck, I'm gonna be adding a big chunk to supplies so we have enough to buy the things that we need. So $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, and $65 currently in homeschool supplies. It's more with like science stuff because we're gonna be doing a science unit in the summer and like you need lots of stuff for science, like experiments and stuff like that. Streaming is gonna get $5. This is for online streaming videos that my kids do. So $20, $40, $50, $60, and $65 in streaming. And homeschool subscriptions is gonna get $5. All right, so we have $100, no, $200, nope, $150. $150 in the bank, $150, $160, $170, and $175 in homeschool subscriptions. So we are doing good with this binder. And evaluations, we are not stuffing this one, and field trips is gonna get 50. We have one coming up soon. We actually just went to one recently. It was a play. My kids loved it. They had never been to a play before, and they absolutely loved it. And then my daughter comes out, she's like, I wanna be an actor. I knew she would love it. But yeah, they enjoyed it a lot. So field trips has $100, $150, $200, and $210 in field trips. So our next field trip will be probably in April or May. All right, so homeschool is done. Did I miss something? Okay, I have an extra $20 and I'm looking at I know what I did. I missed an envelope in here. I was trying to figure out what I missed, and it's in this one. So let's go to the back. I missed Food Forest, which is our garden. I should have stuffed some money into Food Forest. All right, so this $20, that one's empty. This $20 is gonna go into our Food Forest fund, and everything is growing up so nicely outside. We're getting some tomatoes right now. I love tomatoes. We're getting some tomatoes. Our avocado trees and our mango trees they're blooming like crazy. We already have little tiny avocados growing. The bees have been very busy in our garden. It's always good when you see lots of bees. So looking forward to that. Thankfully, we are in South Florida, so we are able to grow stuff year round here, which has been really, really nice. All right, guys, we are all done with this cash stuffing. I will see you in my next cash stuffing, which will be my savings challenges. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you later. Bye.